Hi everybody, my name is Pastor Jim Warner from Agape Christian Fellowship in Gilbert, Arizona. And I would like to share with you just a couple 3 minutes about something that hit me this morning from Romans chapter 13. Verse 8, owe no one anything except to love one another. For he who loves one another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness. Hear all the nots in that? You shall not covet. And if there's any other commandment, all are summed up in this one saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor, therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. This section struck me this morning as I was walking. The beginning of this chapter is the reminder to obey the authorities. That I get, because God put them there for our benefit. They're God's servants. So if we don't obey the authorities that God put in our path, well then we're really disobeying God, aren't we? Now that makes sense. But then this next paragraph is the section that gets very, very practical with reminders from this law, the Ten Commandments, this moral law. And it's amazing how the thought pattern flows from one to the next, because it starts with obey and submit to the authorities. All right, I get it. Pay your debts. All right, I understand that. Love one another. Wow, where did that come from? But oh yeah, the commandments do say don't do this, don't do that. But the bottom line is, of all of that, love one another. Love your neighbor. I mean, I agree with both. The commandments are clear. We know that we shouldn't be doing a bunch of stuff. We know that we should pay our debts, but it's all summed up in one word: love. This morning, as I was out walking early, sweating profusely in Arizona, I don't know why I do it, and I don't do this enough, but I shut off the things I was listening to, and I was specifically praying as I was walking. Just specifically praying, and I was meditating, pondering, thinking about, looking at a biblical word from all sorts of angles. And I was praying, today, Lord, I don't want to focus on all the legalistic don'ts. Don't do this and don't do that, because that will create in me pride. I just want to focus on your love. I just want to meditate on how I can show love to my neighbor today. How about you? Are you willing to turn off the don'ts, do this and don't do that, and instead turn to Jesus Christ and say, Lord, I just want to love you and I want to love my neighbor? What does that mean, Lord, today? I encourage you to meditate on that. Look at that from all sorts of angles. Ponder that. And I'm sure God will give answers to both you and I. I pray for you. Have a great day in the Lord, in Jesus' name.